People in Dundas are angry tonight over a shocking case of animal abuse. Witnesses say they saw a man dragging a dog down the sidewalk on its belly and say the man threatened them when they approached him. Sweeney has the details.
People in Dundas were outraged when they saw this happening. One of the neighbors took these pictures Friday afternoon.
When I saw the dog being, whipped and dragged, I was shaking. My hands were shaking.
Lynn Kennedy says the man was screaming at the dog, hitting it, and then dragged it down the sidewalk.
And at this point, he was dragging the dog. The dog did not want to move, and he just dragged the dog.
She was afraid for the dog's life.
He did whip the dog at one point with the end of the dog's leash. And he just generally hitting it, screaming at it. He yelled over at us and threatened us. Come on over across the street and you'll see what I do to you.
People who saw this dog being abused and dragged say it started right about here and ended about 100 meters down this sidewalk when the man turned the corner with the dog. It's hard to tell what kind of dog this is. They speculate maybe an English bulldog. In the video, the dog is wagging its tail, but that doesn't mean it thinks this is fun.
The wagging of the tail does not mean the dog's happy. That is a sign of stress and discomfort. The dog has anxiety. It's showing there's a lot of discomfort. Ashley De Silva runs a rescue for large dogs. She says however this incident started, the dog needs help. One, because it was hot yesterday, did the dog have heat stroke and collapse and the guy was beating the dog because the dog was no longer able to walk anymore? Or two, did the dog collapse because it was beaten so bad? Which either one of those scenarios, the dog needs medical intervention immediately.
She's afraid the dog suffered internal injuries and could even die before help arrives.
It breaks my heart.
The neighbors say police were called in and were questioning witnesses. We didn't hear anything back from the police today about an investigation or whether they contacted the man in the video. And there's no response from Hamilton's animal control either.